Welcome to today's podcast. Today we're gonna have an exclusive interview with the person you know as Jreal, aka Jeremy. For those of you who doesn't know, he's a really successful trader and has a lots of knowledge, and he loves to help other people. So today we're gonna figure out what makes him tick and what he truly desires to do for other people. First of all, Jeremy, welcome.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
So how is life?
Life is great, bro. Life is busy. It's very busy right now. It's a lot of things going on, and you know it.
Mm.
It's there's just a lot of projects in the same time, but I'm blessed. I'm happy. Everything that I do right now is things that I want to do. So I'm busy in a very positive and good way.
That's good to hear, bro. That's good to hear. So, we all know, like, we all want to know, like, where you're from, what's your story. So, if it is okay for you, I would like to ask you if you can tell a little bit about yourself and where you're from, and what is your life story. What was it that got you into this? What you're doing now?
Oh shit. Well, how long time have we got? 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, we have
Uh,
all the time in the world.
yeah, man. So my story, well, to keep it very short, um, traveled a lot in my life. Even since I was a kid, I never really stayed put in one place. I was always moving with my father or with my mother to different locations. And that kind of stuck with me. So even when I grew up, became my own man and self-sufficient and everything, I was still traveling. I was still moving from place to place and, finding new location. I call myself nomad for life. And that's what that's why I call myself Jreal worldwide, because it's basically like I always wanted the world to be my office. I always wanted to be able to work from wherever I want, whenever I want, and with what I want. So I always wanted to work with what I want to do. And yeah, man, early on already, I caught I caught the interest for trading. I caught it through stocks actually, and I caught it already as a 15-year-old, 14-year-old. I saw my father investing into stocks, and at that time we were living in a kind of rough neighborhood. I grew up in a kind of rough neighborhood, no-go zone in Sweden and Stockholm, and so money was always an issue. Money was always a problem. But then I saw my father make a little bit of money on stocks, and that kind of opened up my eyes for, all right, there's possibilities with that. And I saw my friends' parents also making good money on stocks. So, and I always liked numbers and even graphs. There was something with them. Like I knew that they were telling a story even before I understood what technical analysis is. So that stuck with me already at a very young age. Then I had my path through life. I did a lot of different stuff. And after everything, I was deep into sports. I was deep into street life as well. Did a lot of bad stuff. Found my way back, focused back on my goals, and built up a company called SGS Sweden, SGS Styling, as many know us by. And what we did was optimizing, or we were modifying cars. So basically, if you wanted to have your Honda in pink, lower it down, stance, optimize the engine, wide body, spoiler, and whatnot, then we would fix it for you. So I built that up, and it became one of the more famous companies, or I say reputable companies in Stockholm, and in that niche. So we did quite well, especially on social media and stuff like that. But COVID came. COVID struck, and it did what it did to all of us. And my company went almost bankrupt because of it. I lost a lot. And I always had my eyes on Spain. I had my eyes on Spain, and also I already started to slide into this whole trading thing. So while the first company that I traded with, that was a network marketing company, and they were cool. They were solid when on the trading side, but the main focus was network marketing. So when COVID struck, I lost a big chunk of my company. I sold whatever I had left, and then moved down to Spain. And me and the whole team that I was with, we transitioned to another company. And we transitioned there, and I came with also because I followed along, also because I had the hope of this company being more than just a network marketing company, actually really focusing on trading. Now, I don't want to talk down on that company or anything. I still got a lot of friends there, and I still have respect for the company. But a network marketing company is a network marketing company, and it doesn't matter what it does. Their main focus is, I cannot speak for all the companies, but for all of them that I've seen, the main focus is always going to be network marketing. And there's nothing bad with that. So don't like, understand me correct. Respect the industry, network marketing. And I think for any entrepreneur, not only, I wanted to say young entrepreneur, but any entrepreneur, any person that wants to be an entrepreneur and doesn't know how to go about it, I definitely recommend network marketing. Like, start there. You will learn the skills of building a community, building a team, organizing, driving sales, marketing, promoting, and all that good stuff. And this is all things that I actually took with me also from network marketing. But my main passion, my main trait was trading. I loved forex trading. I love crypto trading. So I finally decided to go my own path. It's not even my own path, because I partnered up with good people. I met good people along the way, and that made the decision easy. So we kind of slided into this. And one of those persons that I partnered up with is, of course, you, Mr. Frederick. And then we got Kushar also, shout out to him. So that's that. I can say this also, why I picked up trading again and why I really started to take it serious was because of the crypto bull run, of course, where I lost a lot of money in 2017. 2017, I made a lot of money, and then I lost it all. And I saw people selling off their positions on the top or close to the top. And I was like, how did they know? How did they know that this was the top? And that's when I started to really respect, traders, and understand that they understand something that we don't understand. And if I can learn to understand that, then I can make some serious money in the markets. And like I said in the beginning, I always wanted to have the world as my office, Jreal worldwide. So this trading is just a perfect trade for me to be able to do that, to be able to travel and do whatever I want to do, but in the same time also be focused on the charts and make money. So that's that. That's a summarizing of my story.
Really exciting life story, to be honest. I have to ask, bro, to growing up in the rough neighborhood, to live the life and go the path you're doing now, because I'm guessing a lot of teenagers can recognize themselves in you, where they're living in a rough neighborhood. It's a hard world with lots of financial problems, people having trouble making a good amount of money to live a good life. How like, where do they start? What's the key to success in that area?
It's a very good question, actually. First and foremost, it's all about decisions. It's all about being determined. Have goals. I can say this: goals was what drove me out of the neighborhood, because I had so strong goals and they were so big, and I thought first that I would be able to attain them through street life. All right. And as I came in there quite early, like 14, 15. We were doing some heavy stuff already on the street. So I got used to it quick, and I got used to the quick money quick also. But then also I saw the consequences with it. So it was, and not only the consequences in form of punishments, but also, there's always some kind of beef. There's always some kind of problems. There's a lot of problems that is not only surrounding the street life, but you know, bad neighborhoods, and it's because of the negative atmosphere that is there, and it is like, if you, I'm not going to go into conspiracy theories and all of that, but it is like that for a reason. Like, I believe it is like that for a reason. Like, there's a type of people, very powerful people, that wants to keep it like that, you know. It benefits them very well. So, and then of course, like, if you have a melt pot with like a lot of people that are either low income takers or no income takers, they have no money, they're refugees. We had like, I think half of the neighborhood were fresh refugees coming from Iraq, coming from Somalia, from Afghanistan. So these people were like, they came directly from war to us, to Sweden, to the neighborhood. So yeah, you can imagine, like, it was a lot of clashes between cultures, mindsets, and then the clash between their culture and the Swedish culture also, of course. So yeah, man, it's, what I can say is, like, if you live in a neighborhood like that, doesn't matter if it's Sweden or wherever it is, you just gotta, first and foremost, you gotta have goals. Like, everything starts with goals. If you don't have goals, forget about it. It's like, you're not gonna get anywhere. Like, even if you want to be a criminal, you gotta have goals. Like, whatever you do, if you want to be successful in it, you gotta have goals. So start by really manifesting your goals, like, have them crystal clear, break them down, and then look at what you need to do to reach those goals. For me, the first thing I needed to do was change environment. I realized that I cannot attain these goals in this environment. So therefore I moved down to Spain. Of course, like, it doesn't mean that you have to move to a whole nother country, but you have to change environment. And I figured out that I thought that Spain was the best environment for me at that point. So this is what my strongest recommendation is: have crystal clear goal, and then be committed to those goals. So don't want this goal. Everybody wants something. Everybody has some type of goals, and everybody wants stuff. But wanting and being committed to something is two different things. Because if I want to run a mile, and I wake up and I say, I'm going to run a mile tomorrow because I want to do it now. All right. So tomorrow when I wake up, 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to run a mile. When I wake up 6 o'clock in the morning, I don't want to run a mile no more. So if I just do what I want to do, then I won't run that mile. But if I'm committed, I'm going to do that mile. I'm going to run at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's commitment. Then I'm going to do it also as well, right? So be committed to your goals. That's what I can say.
Yeah, man. That's true. And I think most people aren't. It's walk the talk all the way. If you set yourself goals, work hard, finish them, then you win at the finish line.
Exactly.
So, my man, you're known to be a really honest person. If you got trouble with someone, you're telling them. If you don't like something, you tell it out loud. So one thing that has struck me, I need to ask this question: why the name Jreal? Like, what's so special about the Jreal? Does Jreal form you as a person, or is it just a nickname?
Well, it's a nickname, definitely. So how I got it, I was called J Beats before. I was called J Biz, then J Beats. J Biz because I was always busy, and I am still till today. I'm like, it's busy all the time, always doing something. And then then people started calling me J Beats because I was producing a lot of beats, but I never liked it because it's like it's a category, like, you're locked in there, J Beats. Well, the only thing you do is beats. So I had some friends that were calling me Jreal because I was always telling them the real thing, like how it is, and I was not filtering stuff. So therefore, they called me Jreal, and when I heard it stuck on me. I was like, hey, I like that. So one day I just decided to change my Instagram name from J Beats to Jreal, and that's it. Worldwide, I've always used it because of, like I explained before, I consider the whole world my home, not only Sweden or Spain or anything. So that's that, man. Plain and simple.
So the nickname basically define you as a person, yeah?
Yeah, to a certain degree, definitely.
That's nice to hear. you told me about you had to leave or you had to change your environment. Do you ever look back and regret that you left the life, or do you take it as a good thing that God put you to the first task and then it formed you to the person you are today?
So I don't regret nothing in my life, really, and I really feel that um, God has led me through a certain path in life to get where I am now and to get where I am going to.
Mm.
Well, like the whole street life, and not only that, everything I've been through, like I said, mentioned before, like we were moving around a lot as a kid, because my mom was moving around a lot, and then my father also, and I hated it as a kid. Like it was not fun to move to different places and get new friends all the time and all of that stuff. But a new school, adapt to a new school again, and yeah, new environment and everything. Sometimes it was new countries, so I never liked it. But now in hindsight, I gained so much life experience from that. It's crazy. Still today, I utilize things that I learned as a 6, 7, 8 year old. So especially the skill of understanding people and adapting to different environment. That's something that I learned really good from that upbringing. So therefore, I don't regret nothing because everything has brought me certain types of skills and experiences that I need now and will need also in my future life. And I find that very important. And that also is a thing that is very important. And I can say to anybody, is like, life is how you see it. All right. So if you see your past as a very negative past, then it's going to be a negative past. And then that means, like, if I'm looking back at 30 years and see that as a negative history, well, then 30 years of my life is negative, and that will shape my future also as well, right? Because your past will shape your future. That's how it is. So, but if I see it as a positive, if I see those positive lessons that I brought from it, that I got from it, that I gained from it, then I have 30 years of wisdom, of learning, of experiences, knowledge that I bring with me to as tools almost to use in my future life, in my present life, and in my future life.
Huh? That's true. And I think many people are too stuck up being stuck in the past and just regret they didn't do things in the past instead of know what they want not do in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, so yeah, is that life like the path you're on now? Now you're teaching other people to do trading, you're teaching other people to stay positive, you're teaching them and trying to help them from having an easier life. Like what was it that made you choose trading for a way of helping other people? Like what was the reason?
Okay.
Not only, yeah.
Okay. All right. So honestly, like the whole mindset of helping other people through trading, I got it from the network marketing company that I spoke on before. And that taught me the whole mindset of each one help one, and like prosper by helping your teammates or your employees or whatever it is. Um it was just that for me, I needed to have it more real, more really, like it's about helping the people. And when I was in the network marketing company, also, the price was quite heavy for a lot of people to join. And I had a lot of people from Nigeria, from South Africa, Kenya, India, Pakistan, South America, like the different parts of the world where their income is very low. And for them to be able to afford a subscription of a couple of $100, like it was not even a question. And like that was out of the question. So now sliding into another topic, but that is how I formed. That is when Prosperous came to birth, actually, because I didn't have it in me to say to them, all right, so because I saw their passion, I saw that they really, really wanted this. And they were in a situation where I were a couple of years ago, where really needed something that could take me up to the next level and give me the life that I was striving for, and I was ready to sacrifice for that. And I saw this in these people as well. So, and my heart is really in Africa. So I formed Prosperous, and I called it Prosperous Africa first. The real name was Prosperous Africa from beginning, because I wanted to create like a movement there where in different African countries where they could, you know, build up their team so much that they could finally join the company and even have money to deposit, so they could start trading or buy a funded account and then scale up from there. But sooner than later, I realized that wouldn't work. It was a little bit too complicated, a little bit too optimistic plan that I had. So yeah, man, that's when you and me and Kushar formed the Prosperous, what it is now, actually.
Yeah, man. So, and I think, to be honest, I met you through Prosperous. I remember the first time I met you, I was in your YouTube live stream, and I was sitting and trading and watched you and communicate with you. And the first thing I noticed that you were really polite. You actually cared about answering other people. You took your time to answer questions. You gave them and correlate them on the right path right away. You didn't wait. You just did it right there and then. And now we are on the topic Prosperous. Can you tell the people, like, what's the Prosperous mission? What does it all mean? Like, what's the main goal in all of this, and how do we help other people with this community you have decided to start building now?
Yeah, man, for sure. I remember crystal clear the day we met, and yeah, man, I remember we hopped on a Zoom call because I was going to help Mr. Frederick. I was going to help you, but it switched around, and you started to help me with. I had some problems with my streaming software and things, and Frederick sorted everything out. So that's how when we really connected. Just to bring that story to
Yeah,
to a full circle, but yeah, man, Prosperous. So the mission with Prosperous is just to make people prosper, and it's to make a platform, well, not to create because we already created it, but to develop a platform where everybody can prosper. When I say everybody, I mean, like, it doesn't matter what country you're from, it doesn't matter what parts of the world you are from, what income bracket you're in, what previous knowledge you have about anything, boy, girl, white, black, Chinese, like, it doesn't matter. Like, you are welcome. Prosperous is for everybody. And therefore, this is what we had in mind when we created this platform. It was always like, okay, but if we do it like this, then these people can't join. If we do it like this, then these people can't join. Like, where can we find the balance so that everybody can use this? And not only use this and be in it, but also really prosper through it, like truly prosper through it. It's not just that we want to, you know, create a platform so that we can start making a lot of money on subscription and stuff. No, the biggest blessings for, like, me and Frederick, we are the happiest when we get testimonials, when we see people that are truly grateful for what we have done for them or for the platform that we have created and whatever, you know. So this is what lifts us up. This is what we want. This is our big reward. Of course, we all need money, but life is so much more than that. If your well-being is dependent on money, then you're a slave for money. Don't ever let it be like your reality. So you are, well, no matter if you get the money or not, and if you got the mindset, then money will automatically come to you. That's how it is. So that's the Prosperous thing. Like, we all about, you know, making sure that everybody can participate, everybody that wants to can learn this craft and grow with it and grow with us, you know, and get some real results in the markets. Yeah, man. Yeah, maybe Freddie, maybe you got something to fill in there as my partner in Prosperous.
I think what I love most with the Prosperous is actually being able to help other people to get a better life. Like, I had a rough life. Jay had a rough life. been scammed a couple of times, and that is one of what I want to protect people from, so they actually get the proper information and education, that they don't have to feel the suffering with it. So for me, I'm going to sleep every day with a good conscience, knowing that I'm helping the people I'm communicating with. I'm helping them to give them some value that can help them later in life. And I think we have a lot in common there, Jay, because I think you also love Prosperous and help people others so much, because they don't have to go down the rough path you did when you was younger and learned the things you did in life.
Definitely.
So I think that's why we like to help other people. Uh, because in at the end of the day, you you want it as easy as possible, but it's not gonna be easy to learn it. But you don't want to have constantly negative things happen in your life when you can prevent it by having mentorship from people that actually care about you and being happy for your success. So
Yeah,
that's
man.
basically it.
100%.
Uh, I know a lot of people have problems staying motivated, and especially if they have some losing days, if they have some winning days, they're so positive, and then the losing day come, and then they break them totally. So you said you had lost a lot of money on the crypto, and that you also had lost some trades. Like, how do you deal with the emotions around the losses? Like, how do you deal deal with it and still continue to be motivated to not stop doing what you do?
Saw a video. I think it was you that sent it to me, and it was a OG trader, and he said the trading is the art of handling losses. No, it's the art of losing. He said that was it. He said the trading is the art of losing, and what he means with that is like in trading, what you definitely learn if you stick to it, of course, is to handle losses, because all traders lose. Doesn't matter if you have 50 years in the markets and you are the best trader in the world, you will still lose. Nobody's 100%, not even 95% or 90%. Yeah, and like I, I still today haven't seen a trader that is 90%. So I see people play with numbers. I see traders calling themselves 100% traders, but 100% winning traders, but bullshit, scam. So, but what I want to say is this: that you know, to be a good trader, you gotta be good at handle losses, and you gotta cope with it, and not get emotionally attached to your trades. To handle losses, you cannot be emotionally attached to your trades. And how do you do that? First and foremost, of course, you trade with a proper risk management. You gotta have, like, if you don't even know what the word risk management is or how it works in trading, then this is the first thing you find out. Go to Prosperous. In our free academy, in the free section, you have videos about risk management, or Google it, YouTube it, whatever. But learn it, because if you don't understand risk management, you will never be a profitable trader. I can guarantee that. I will bet a lot of money on that. You got to understand risk management. And why? Because through risk management, you manage your losses, right? Your losses is your risk. That's the risk you're taking. So if you know what risk you have on the table and you're comfortable with that risk, then you will deal with the loss. That's no problem, because you know, like, you do one loss, two loss, three loss, four losses, and then you get that win, one or two wins, and it eats up all the losses. All right, you suddenly in profit again, and that's basically it. That's how I was. And then not to be emotional in the markets also is, it's a lot of training. It's a lot of practice, because when I lost all my money in the crypto bear market, of course I was emotional. I was fucking pissed, and I was not happy. I was on a beach in Gambia. I remember that, and when I was making the money, and I was already to my former girlfriend, like, telling her that we're moving to Spain and we're gonna buy this house right next to the beach. We're gonna have a house in Gambia as well. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. And we were hyped because we saw the money every day. I checked into my wallet, like, there were more more value, more value, more value there. So, and everybody that has been in a bull run knows how it is. And then the opposite came. Of course, I lost everything, and with that, all my hopes and dreams at that period. But through that, also I learned to cope with losses, and it's just mind games. You gotta learn to deal with it. You gotta learn what it triggers you emotionally in the market, and then either you learn to deal with it or you learn to avoid it. All right, and sometimes you do things when you're trading to get a psychological advantage more than to gain money. Like, for example, if I had a couple of losing days, this is something that me and Frederick does. When we have a couple of losing days or losing, we can take a trade with a very small win that, like, it's like a drop in the ocean to for the balance, for the accounts, but it's a, and the win itself psychologically motivates us and brings us to the right side emotionally, so that we can start get the negative emotions from the losing streak, and start feeling more prosperous, more winning. So it's very important to find all those small things that triggers you emotionally and that you can do to benefit emotionally in the trading game, because trading is 90% psychology. And if you can master your psychology, then and remember this, if you stick to trading, if you're consistent with trading, you will learn to master your own mindset. It's a part of it. You got to do it to become a successful trader, and that's the benefit also of trading. Yeah, man, so that's it. A lot of books, a lot of talking to mentors, having somebody to talk to, being accountable with. Me and Frederick, we talk a lot. If I have a losing streak, cry out on his shoulder, and then he pets me on the head, and say some positive words and say the same back. But something like that. And yeah, man, that's that.
Yeah. So I think, yeah, you have support, bro. Like, people need to have your support. If you mess up because you're doing a big ass mistake, then you can say it in polite way. It's people want you the best in your life. So if you cannot handle criticism, and this goes for all in life, then you can never learn anything also. Because what's good does it does if I say, yeah, Jay, there's no worry, it's gonna be okay. And if I rather say to him, bro, why did you took that trade? You saw it, you knew it. So it's your own fault, but it's gonna be okay. Now we know it's not gonna happen again.
Exactly. And what he said now is so important, because you got to have an accountability partner. So it's good that you have somebody that's going to be honest to you. That's not going to be like, you take a fucked up trade that you shouldn't have taken it, and he will be like, yeah, but no, don't worry, it will go better tomorrow. No, man, that person needs to say to you, hey, you fucked up, man. Like, what the fuck were you doing in that trade? You're not supposed to be in there, huh? This goes against your rules, your trading strategy, and all of that stuff. And you throw your whole risk management plan in the trash can. So have somebody that is accountable for you, and be just as accountable to that person, without being too, of course, too how can I say, too heavy in the words, because you don't want to make that person that you are the accountability partner for, you don't want to scare that person for, you don't want to make the person afraid of talking to you, coming clean and honest to you. So keep them accountable, but in a straight but
Polite
good way.
way. Yeah,
Yeah.
polite way. Like,
Yeah.
supporting way, but still get the message out to that guy or that person. So I want to ask you one really big question, actually. The day you woke up and you saw your crypto account was almost empty, how did you feel? Like, what running to your head? What emotion did you feel? What happens in your life when all that stuff happened? Because I know a lot of people can have big ass accounts that this comes in trading and crypto, and they start messing up and they lose everything, or not everything, but a lot of money. So how does it feel? Like, I know some people basically say straight up they want to kill themselves. Some people just take the dust off the shoulder, and other people never go back to that thing that make them lose money. So Like, how did you feel? Like, what was your instant emotions,
Well,
feelings around it?
first and foremost, so for people that never been in a bear market, after a bull market, I'm not only talking about crypto, I'm talking about any bear market. The problem, because this is what people think, this is what I used to think, like, why don't they just sell? They see that this whole thing is falling down. Why don't they sell? Well, here's the funny thing. The market makers, those that actually pushes the market, that runs the market in different directions, the big money, smart money, what they do is they don't just push down the market straight down to the bottom. Of course, everybody's going to jump off. Happens in a very rare occasions, like it did with what was it, UST, for example, when that thing depict from the US dollar, Luna. But no, so what happens is it dips, and then it gives you hope. It starts to go up a little bit again, and you think like, oh yes, now we're pushing up again. And then it dips a little bit more, starts to push up again, maybe even creates a new high. You think like, all right, now we're in an uptrend again, right? Now we're in a bull market again. And it plays with you this whole time, and it does this thing all the time, but every now and then it's hard. So if you look at it on the bigger time frame, on a bigger perspective, then you will see that this whole market is going down, 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 down. But if you are narrow-sighted, if you zoom in on the lower time frame and just stick to that, then you just see a market that is basically, you know, going up, going down. So if you're trading it, it's okay. But if you're investing, nah, then it's a big mess. So to get back to your question, it was not that I woke up and my account was on zero. It was like I woke up one day and my account has decreased a lot. And I remember I sold off a little bit, but then again, also I kept most of it. I think I kept 90%. And why I did it is because even in the bull market was dipping sometimes. So I thought this was just one of those regular dips, and then we're going to continue. But we never continued. We kept dipping, kept dipping, kept dipping. So it was a long process of emotional roller coaster. And yeah, man, it drains you out. It's not fun. Anybody in a bear market that has been in a bear market knows what I'm talking about. It wears you out. It's not fun. You lose, in the end, you lose, like I say, hope or will to keep doing this. I remember in the end, I wasn't even looking anymore in the chart. I didn't care. I think I didn't look at the chart for like a couple of months at least. And then one day I looked, it was at like Bitcoin was at $4,000 or $5,000, maybe, I don't know, $6,000. And I was like, oh well, and no point in selling now, so I kept it. And then we had a mini bull rally in 2019. We had a mini bull rally. So market pushed up a little bit, and I was like, aha, I'm not going to be as dumb as I was last time, and I'm going to sell. I sold, market pushed up a little bit more, and then it dipped again, and I was like, yes, I did the right move. But then I missed not the whole, but I missed a lot of the bull rally after that, because I sold those positions. I came in late to the real bull rally, because that in between was just a mini bull rally. So the market started to push. When was it? 2020, I think, in the end of 2020, I think. 2021, yeah, in the end of 2020, market started to push right after the COVID dip, and I came in late. I came in 2021, so but still made a lot of dough on that bull market, and then I sold in the right time.
That's great to
Most of
hear.
it, most of my positions, not everything. I can honestly admit that I actually have a couple of shit coins still in my wallet. They were
Shit,
zero.
shitcoin is good to have. You never know when they're gonna surprise you, so that's a good
That
thing.
was the thing. That's why I kept them. But they never surprised me, man.
Uh,
They just kept falling.
the crypto
They
life.
just kept being shit.
Yeah, man. So one thing I noticed specifically after I like started the whole trading journey and basically changed my mindset about trading, about life, it has benefited me so much in every path of my life. Like I have made friends from all over the world. I have people supporting me. Uh, I know which people that are good or not, and I'm positive. And when I'm positive in life, positive things happens. So I have the feeling that if you walk in around life with the trading mindset and are capable of learning from other people and are willing to open your eyes, do you think that can benefit you for the rest of your life, like in every direction of life, not only in the trading world, but also in your regular day life, in your dreams of achievements? And do you think is attracting a more positive thing to your life?
Yeah, man. So we kind of going back to the thing I spoke on before, but it's good because it's a very important topic. And to all traders, to all aspiring traders that's starting off with the craft, or has a year or two behind them in the markets, this is what I can say. So first and foremost, if you're not successful yet, of course, practice strategy, but start studying mindset, because mindset is what's going to make you successful. And that is what made me successful. So I traded for 2.5 years, and I was losing all the time. I was blowing accounts after accounts, and sometimes I built them up a little bit and then I blew them again. So I was not a successful trader, a very failing, losing trader. But and I didn't understand why it was like that, because I knew that I knew the strategies, and I studied them. I studied them deeper. The more I lost, instead of giving up, I started to study even more. But it didn't change anything. And then I started to study mindset, and that changed everything for me. And first and foremost, what changed a lot for me was journaling. So I started to journal my trades. And when I started to journal, like, I thought first journaling was only writing down like what trade I took, when I entered, when I exit, how many pips I won or lost, and so on. No, when I started to journal, I journaled. I treated the journaling as a diary. So I was basically putting everything that I had inside of my head and my heart out on the papers from my trading day. And that gave me so much perspective over myself, over how I traded. That made me realize that trades that I thought like, yeah, man, I did a good move there. Nah, man, that was not a good move. Even if I won, sometimes I just came to realize like I was just very lucky in this trade, because I traded. I was gambling, straight up gambling. So this is the power of journaling and the power of mindset. So you practice mindset a lot. You enhance your psychology, and of course that will benefit your whole life, not only your trading life, because the skills that you learn, first and foremost, discipline to stick to a plan, to stick to a strategy, like that is something that every person needs. The more you have that trait, the more successful you will be in life, most definitely. You learn patience, a lot of patience. You learn emotional intelligence, like we spoke on before, to handle your emotions, to deal with them, to face them, and to learn what triggers you, what makes you tick, and so on. And yeah, man, that is just a super benefit of that in life. So if you have a passion for trading, know that when you learn to master trading, you will master a lot of aspects in your life, especially as an entrepreneur.
100% agree with that. It's the mindset part that helps you further in life is insane. It's like its own drug, man. It never stops. It just continue giving and giving and giving, and you get surprised every single day.
Yeah.
We have this saying though that blowing accounts is a part of the trading journey, and that you are not a trader until you have blown a account or two and actually accept the losses, and that you're okay with have done it. If you like in the moment you get over regret and you actually decide to learn from it, that's when your game is started to change.
Exactly.
So yeah, man. So tell me, Jay, how does like your lifestyle, how does a regular day look for you? Like, what do you do in a day?
Oh well, what don't I do? I wake up, I do my morning routine. It's holy. I definitely don't like days where I don't get the chance to do my morning routine. So 99% of all days I do morning routine, and it's super important for me, and I recommend it for everybody, because it's like I always say, a good morning will give you a good day, and a good day will give you a good week, and so on. So so I set the tone for the day with my morning routine by journaling, by reading something. Yeah, we talked about mindset, something that is developing, self-developing, and I visualize a lot, like where I want to go, what I want to achieve, and I also visualize the day, how I want to go about the day, how I would like to see this day end, or how I would like to see this day turn out. So, and then I start the day, and I most often start the day in front of the charts. And I started the day in front of the charts. I put on some lo-fi hip-hop music, some chill music that makes me relax. And nowadays, when I hop on the charts, I start streaming it directly on in our Discord server in Prosperous, so that people can be there with me. And some days I talk when I stream, and some days, you know, you're a little bit tired in the morning and don't want to be too social, then I just write muted stream. muted market overview, so people can see how when I mark up the charts and this and that. If I want to message anything, then I mute myself or write a message on the screen. But that's what I do, and that goes for about 45 minutes maybe. And of course, enjoy my coffee when I stream. Everybody on my stream knows that my coffee is also holy, it's always there. And then really start the day. And what I do then is depends on what tasks I have ahead of me. But of course, the first thing I do is I start eating breakfast, because then I have about 2.5 hours behind me with an empty stomach. So this is when I start attacking the breakfast. And while the breakfast settles in my system, in my belly, I go about the tasks that needs to get done. And I always try to get the heaviest shit done first. I want to get it out of the way. So if I have some phone calls or I don't know, filings, documents, this and that, and I don't like it, I get it done ASAP, because I don't want to get stuck with and you know, postpone that thing and have it in the back of my head the whole day. When that is done, and then we talk about half an hour, 45 minutes more from breakfast. Then hit the gym and start and get my workout on properly. After the workout, it's food, and after food, it's New York session. So, and then it's most often streaming again. I stream on the New York session, and sit in front of the charts for at least an hour. And yeah, man, and during the day also, all the time, I monitor the charts, because I send out signals, of course, and then I got to monitor that all the time. And after the New York session, attack other tasks that I have. And about, what can I say, about 8 o'clock in the evening, I start to get creative. That's when I jump on either editing videos or music, because I still do music production, and or something else. And then it's just like I slowly start to relax. I have an evening routine where I basically just write down 10 things that I'm grateful for today, that happened today, and it can be the smallest thing. For me, always starts, just to make it very easy, I always start with the coffee. I'm grateful for that I had a good cup of coffee this morning, and that I was able to drink it in peace while doing my morning routine. And that automatically, because I am actually a little bit grateful for that, automatically brings me into that vibe, the energy of gratefulness. So then it becomes much easier to think about other stuff that I'm grateful for. And that's the thing. And why do I do that is because I want to sleep in a state of gratitude, right? So that I can wake up in the same state. And that is so important, because that is back to the whole mindset thing. That is what will make me better as a person, better as a trader, better as an entrepreneur, as a friend, as a partner, and whatever. Yeah, man, that's pretty much it. The last thing I do in the evenings sometimes is I watch some vlog or something, and it's because I want the visual inspiration also as well when I go to sleep. So it can be a vlog from Dubai because I want to move to Dubai, or something. I did this all the time before I moved to Spain. I was always watching vlogs or things about Spain, Marbella, Malaga, Barcelona, and because I wanted to see how life is there and feel how it will feel to really be there and experience that place, that country. And it, of course, drove me there. And now I'm here.
Yeah, man. Sounds like a good routine. The routine you have with saying you're happy and grateful for stuff in your life. I do the same thing. I do it in the morning when I wake up. I'm happy and grateful that I got to wake up today. I'm happy and grateful for having my life. I'm happy and grateful for be able to do what I can do. And I think most people take it for granted because one thing I learned, especially when it comes to food, this is a little bit off topic, but you can use it to like look your life in different perspective. I did a heavy ass diet because I did competing in bodybuilding. And one thing I noticed was how easy we humans take things for granted. Because let's take me, for example. I was on a strict diet. I couldn't eat what food I want to eat. I couldn't drink what I want to drink. I couldn't eat nothing. And one thing that taught me was the gratitude of the small things in life. Like just to be able to make myself a taco on a Friday and eat it, it was something I have forgotten about, like how grateful I actually am to be able to do this. And then I started to do what you do, like say it every morning, things I'm grateful for, and it makes my day better. And like you said, you're walking around in the positive state of mind, and it gives you so much. So, and I think that's an important thing to do, to never forget how lucky we really are. Is people out there who doesn't have food, who doesn't can wake up and drink that cup of coffee. And yeah, so we are blessed,
Yeah, man, most
even with the small
definitely.
thing.
And I have to come in there and say, like, I know exactly what you're talking about with the diet thing because I used to compete in MMA and it was the same thing. Especially my first fight, I remember, I had to drop, I think it was 16 kilos or something like that. So, oh man, like after the fight, the first thing I did was I ate an entrecote. Is it called in English entrecote?
Yeah, man.
Meat, big steak, with a lot of sauce on it and a lot of French fries and everything. And I remember my stomach was so overwhelmed and shocked of that food that I could only eat half the meal and I couldn't finish it. But anyways, yeah, man, definitely we are blessed. And in all difficult times of my life, when I say difficult, I mean difficult. Like I slept in staircases. I was stealing cars just to be able to sleep in them because winter in Sweden is no joke. It's cold, and I remember I had to start it every 40 minutes just to bring up the heat in the car. And like I've been through some shit, but what always kept me motivated and strong was that I knew that there are people in this world that they will cut off their right arm to be in my position. They have it much more difficult, um, especially if you haven't lost your health or if you know people that have bad health for like, and I'm talking about like seriously bad health for natural reasons, not for that they smoke too much or something like that, but cancer, some disease, something, whatever. That's when, if you think about that, then you become grateful for where you are because those people would any day switch position with you and be in your position instead of theirs. So always be grateful. There's always somebody that would love to have what you have. So always be grateful for what you have, and that puts you like automatically in the state of gratitude that we spoke on, and then that will attract success into your life, man. So yeah.
Yeah, man. 100% agree in that. I want to go into the topic sacrifices. I know many people they don't want to sacrifice stuff because this is basic normal humans. They so comfortable where they are, and they still complain. And when people telling them, but you have to choose, you have to sacrifice things in life to get where you want. I think people have maybe trouble actually accepting the sacrifices. And I want to listen to your experience. What sacrifices did you need to do to get where you are and to take the choices you do every day now? Like you're in Spain, you have the you can choose to go out to party every day and you can have fun, but you sacrifice your time to stay in and help other people, to educate yourself, to work with yourself. Like, what's the key to this? What do you have to sacrifice so you can do what you want to do?
First and foremost, life is all about sacrifices. There is no, like, a lot of people want to eat the cake and keep it as well. It doesn't work like that. Life is about sacrifices, and life is about how much are you willing to sacrifice to get where you want to get, or get what you want to get. And that's something that I learned after a while, because yeah, man, it's like I said, you want to eat the cake and you want to as well, and that was me. I wanted to do everything, and didn't want to step on anybody's toes. I wanted to do my keep everybody happy, do everything without any losses in between and stuff like that. But I learned that like I say, you have to make sacrifices. And like, for example, you want to have a family. Beautiful, wonderful. It's a part of life, but you will sacrifice a lot of your own time. All right. You will sacrifice your time out with the boys, or going out partying and all that stuff. But if you really want to have a family, then it's worth it. And that will make you appreciate your family more, because you know what you sacrificed to have that family. If you want to have a girlfriend, you sacrifice that. You cannot now no longer go out with the boys whenever you want, partying, surrounded by a lot of girls, and do whatever you want there. But if you really want to have a woman in your life, or the opposite, if you're a woman, you want to have a man in your life, you're willing to make the sacrifice, and it's worth it. All right. So life is about sacrifices. I wanted to, just like Frederick, just like Hushar, we wanted to build up something big, something that is bigger than ourselves. And that, for me, I love training. I'm a training addict. I'm a gym addict, and or exercise addict. And I had to sacrifice my time in the gym. I had to sacrifice going out, doing what I want to do, having fun like that, because I needed to build this thing up. When I was practicing trading, when I was learning trading, and especially when I moved out to Spain, I took a big risk with it. So I sacrificed going out with friends, going out partying, and I live in Marbella. Marbella is a party city. Like, there's always things happening. There's always people come here from all over the world to party. And I love to party when like I play hard, I party hard, all right. But or I say I work hard, I play hard. Let's say it like that instead. And but if I don't feel that I deserve to play, then I don't play. Then I don't party. I stick to I stay working, and I sacrifice the play, even if I don't feel good the day after seeing everybody, all the stories on Instagram and everything, whatever they've done. But at the same time, I knew I did the right thing, because I was home and took some quantum leaps, got some work done, was productive, and got ahead in my life, while they got behind on their lives. So that's the thing. You have to sacrifice. That's just what it is. And you have to accept that as a reality, that you have to sacrifice to get where you want to get, or to attain what you want to attain. Yeah, man.
Yeah, agree. We can actually use the Snoop Dogg quote on that, as you grow, you lose certain people. But to be able to be with them again, you have to go down to their level. And you never want to go down on your own level. You want to continue to grow, and that's why you lose people. And that's comes back to
that is also a thing, that is also a fact. And it's a very good quote, very good, very well said. You will have to sacrifice people. That is a fact that hurts, but that is how it is sometimes. And it's not just like, this person is not on my level, he can fuck off, I gotta do my shit. No, man, it's about that some people just drags you down. They are not ambitious. They're not they're not aspiring for anything in their lives. They're negative towards your goals. It can be anything. And you will either have to sacrifice them completely, like take them out of your life completely, out of the equation, or you just have to spend less time with them, because the quote, you are the sum of the 5 persons you hang out the most with. That one is real, 110%. I definitely co-sign that, because and if the people you hang with are losers, you will become a loser.
Yeah,
Sorry to say that, but that's how it is. And if you are losing, if things are not working out in your life, maybe the first thing you have to take a look at is who do you hang with? Or not maybe, the first thing you will take a look at is who are you around with the most. So, and if you realize that that is not good people, or maybe it's very good people, maybe it's your family even, but they are not good for your dreams, for your goals, for whatever you want to achieve, then you will have to find people that are like-minded and try to hang out with them as much as possible, so that you vibrate on the same energy and boost each other to elevate more in life. All right.
yeah, man. Facts. That's straight up facts, bro. It's and history repeats itself every time. If you're around a bunch of people who's using their time to party and wasting their time, you automatically do it. If you,
Yeah.
like you said, if you're hanging around a bunch of losers, you become a loser yourself. So, but yeah, you have to make sacrifices and take choices around that part. And now I want to show our community some love, and I want to ask you this question: what does the community gives you? Like, what benefits you from this community?
From the Prosperous community.
Yeah.
A lot, a lot. Of course, first and foremost, like we get very happy. I can, if I talk for myself, I get super happy. Like, it can make my whole day just seeing a nice comment in the community, in the chat or whatever, about something that we have done, or the signals went well, or whatever it was. But how benefit from the community? First and foremost, networking, bro. It's like, yeah, man, we of course we educate, we mentor, but sometimes I'm almost sit and take notes, because we can hop on a live and it's a Q&A. So it means people can unmute themselves and talk with me or with Frederick or whoever's on the live. But what happens is, like, they give us value back. I learn things from them. Like, the other day we were talking about a trade. It was USDJPY, and I didn't even know that there were some kind of news. I don't remember exactly what it was, but something on Twitter about JPY, and this pushed JPY down. No, pushed it up a lot. And we didn't understand why it was pumping it like it was pumping. But then, because the US dollar was dropping, but so it shouldn't pump. But then this guy dropped the news on us and told us what happened on Twitter. And we were like, okay. So, like, we benefit a lot from the community. And not just knowledge-wise, also, how can I say, support-wise. So we support them, but they support us also. They give us a trust, and that means a lot. So shout out to the whole Prosperous community, especially everybody that is in now, because y'all are the foundation. We are the founders. This will grow to be something massive. So this is what we see in here right now. Right here is history. So yeah, man, that's what I gotta say about that.
And I think the whole community appreciates you, bro, because I see it at your live sessions. When you're sitting there having live sessions and trade with the community, you smile, you're happy. People is happy with what you do. They appreciate you for helping them to the place they are. And I think the community we have now is a supportive community. We have boys up to 18 years old there, and they putting out all the time and energy on educating themselves and being active, because they feel like they are welcome here. Most people are afraid to talk in communities because they are afraid that they're going to say something wrong, or that people going to say something mean to them or something. But when you're having live sessions with your with the community, they they appreciate you, and you taking your time to make them feel special. And I think that's really important, and I think that is also the key, that is success in your live session is what you do now, to be honest.
Yeah, man, thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah.
So yeah, man. And what is the future plan of Prosperous? Where do you see Prosperous in 10 years? Like, why are you doing this? And do you do it for short term, long term? What is your main goal? Like, what do you want to achieve? Some big ass goal that you have set for yourself?
I want Prosperous to outlive me. So it's definitely a long-term goal, or a long-term vision I have for Prosperous. And I want Prosperous to change the world. That's like I'm not gonna downplay it in any way. I want to have real physical schools that we can go to. I know the metaverse will be a big thing very soon in a couple of years. So I want to have a metaverse platform, like a metaverse academy where people can come to in virtual reality and sit and hang out, community like we spoke on, study, sit on trainings and all of that stuff. But I really want to build up something massive. I want to have hundreds of thousands of members inside, and more than the numbers, I want to change. I want us to change people's lives. I want my life will be fulfilled the day when when testimonials pours in, where they actually say and show that, man, their life actually really got changed because of, not because of us, but because of what we created, because of Prosperous. That they're really prospering. It changed not only their financial life, but their mindset, like we spoke on, their wealth, their health, their psychology, everything, their spiritual side also as well. So that is that is how I see it. I want to build up something massive. I want to scale this up, something massive, and it always improve it so that it is super attractive for anybody and everybody in the world, because everybody knows that this is where you get the results, right? And also in the same time, I want it to be one of the top academies, one of the top, not trading academies, one of the top digital entrepreneurship academies out there, because trading is our main thing, but there will come a lot of other aspects of Prosperous also on the platform, where we teach you how to make money through social media, for example, and other ways also, affiliate marketing and so on. But so not network marketing, but affiliate marketing. And yeah, man, that's it. Yeah, I want to Prosperous has to be the best digital entrepreneurship academy on the web. When that is done, then I'm happy. And when I say the best, I mean the best because it's giving the best results to people.
Yeah, man, 100% agree. So I want to ask you about, we have a scholarship program, and we noticing that or I noticing it was your idea actually, the scholarship program, because me and you have the same mindset. We want to help people in third world countries that maybe we can change their life. We don't know. So can you tell me a little bit about the scholarship program, and why did you make that? Why did we choose to make the scholarship program, and what's a part of the scholarship program?
Okay, so good question. So the academy is $29 a month. The advanced side of the academy, the VIP side, with the signals and everything. Then we have, of course, the free side. So the basics and all of that stuff is free. But if you really want to prosper, you have to go to the advanced side. You have to do the VIP side of the academy. And even $29 a month, we put the price point there because we wanted everybody to be able to afford it. But still, though, there are people that can't afford it. People in third world countries that are making like $2, $3, $4 a day in salary. Like this is big money for them, $29. So we decided that we really want to see, like money should not stop anybody from being able to do what they do. But then we really want to see that they are dedicated to it. They are serious about it. They're ambitious. They have a burning desire to prosper in their lives, right? And they not only talk, but they walk. So what we do then, when we see that, is we grant them a scholarship as a VIP. So now they're in the advanced side of the academy. They get access to everything, and it's for free for them, of course. But to do that, they have to qualify. They have to, and how they qualify is by showing that they really come from these circumstances and that they really want this. And another part of the qualification is being very active in the community. That's also a way of showing that you really want this. So yeah, man, scholarship. The whole idea with the scholarship program was just to not exclude anybody from this equation. Yeah, man. Of course, like you gotta have a smartphone or a laptop. That's a must. And if you don't have that, I'm sorry. Right now, I can't help you. But hopefully, one day in the future, that will also not be an obstacle that will stop you from being a part of Prosperous.
Yeah, man, 100% agree. So yeah, it's a good thing. I think maybe the scholarship program is actually what makes it special, especially in my own consciousness, that we actually can do this to help other people. Like you said, we have the capability of helping third world countries. People, take it like this: if we send them signals where they're making $100 a month, it's life-changing for them. Some of them don't even make $100 a month of work. So
Yeah.
of course, to be able to provide a service that can actually change the life in third world countries by giving them the tools they need to get where they want to be, we can change their family down there. And that's what makes the scholarship program so special for us. And it's like our little, let's say, little baby, basically.
Yeah.
It's a carrot in the box.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, anything else you want to inform people about? Anything else you want to tell them? Some news coming, something special?
Caught me off guard there. No, man, it's a lot of things I want to tell, but yeah, man. As some finishing words, all I can say is this: when life throws you bricks, you know, don't don't give up. Don't take the hit and give up on the path that you want to walk. Lick your wounds, let the pain pass, learn from it. Why did you get hit by those bricks? And then proceed. And be consistent with whatever you do. So if you want to learn trading or whatever it is you want to do, be consistent with it. Be persistent with it. Don't give up. Keep pushing it. Keep pushing yourself to new levels all the time. Advance your knowledge, advance your experience, advance your mindset. Grow every day, because if you're not growing, you're dying. That's it. So grow all the time. And if you do that, your success is granted. You will succeed. That's just how it is. You will attain. What is to succeed? To succeed doesn't mean that you have to make millions of dollars. To succeed is that you live the lifestyle that you want to live. You do in your life what you want to do. That is to be successful for me. So yeah, man. Some finishing words. That's what I can say. Be consistent. And never give up on your goals and visions, and have goals and visions first and foremost, and be crystal clear about them. And then to go back to the thing we spoke on before, be committed to them. You be committed to your goals, so that you not only want it, but you committed to actually succeed with it, to attain it. All right.
100%. I think you need to fail to be able to succeed at the end. I never met someone who succeed the first time. They always failed multiple times.
That is so important what you said, because that is also something that we could finish on. Like, don't be afraid of failing. That is also super important. Don't be afraid of failing. You have to fail. Fail your way forward. If you blow one account, you blew it. What did you learn from it? Every time you fail, you learn something. Every time you fall, you learn something. If you want to learn, if you take it positive, of course, if you see it in a positive way. So yeah, man, definitely, like you say, don't be afraid of making mistakes. Never.
100%. And I think with that said, thank you for your time, Jeremy. Thank you for the interview. And I want you to know we all appreciate you as a mentor, as a friend, as everything. So yeah, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
And then you have a lovely day later, and I'll talk to you later, bro.
All right. Peace out.